because Zelda's harder to beat in that best of 3 setup because she can just rob games real fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as Mega Man, this is going to be a big Metal Blade matchup. I think that's going to be the primary tool, like interrupt the Phantom, everything like that.
Yeah, the thing I want to see is that what most people don't know about Zelda is that when you're fighting a Zelda, guys, just run. Just go and hit her. Because it might be counterintuitive. You might say, hey, she's a center, I'll give her space, then try to whiff punish. You can't whiff punish Zelda. You have to preemptively punish her. Which is why you'll see probably Walter playing way more aggressive than he usually does because you have to aggress against Zelda. You cannot play the long game as her.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. I think a lot of characters also have the capability to rush her down like that just because she doesn't have the best stats or anything. But on the other hand, I think Mega Man has the opportunity, you know,
he definitely
semi-camp.
He definitely can camp, but like I feel like this is one of the matchups where Zelda probably does better against most top tiers. Oh my goodness. Okay, by the way, Ray is crazy. He's actually crazy with the sticks. The dude will hit random conversions into lightning kick and kill you at 70 off of some random shit.
All right, getting right into it. Zay with an early lead so far, but not that much. This is definitely capable to be like brought back.
Oh my goodness, he almost got the
down tilt.
Yeah.
And they buffed
Up smash kills it. Yeah. He gets the call and disadvantage. The thing is, Waltz, if you look at most of his games, right, because Mega Man's so hard to edgeguard, most of his stocks are actually not lost on ledge. They're lost when he's landing. Because he has a pretty bad habit of up being out at disadvantage, whether that's on ledge, off stage, or in the middle of combos. And while it's a really good move, it leaves him having to land. And landing in Zelda is really hard.
Yeah, definitely. She has so many like options, like Phantom, plus like her Nair covering platforms. It's really annoying. Fair, not going to do it. And that
forward or taking it, and that's a stock at 100. It just feels like he's completely in control of this game. And like, well, Walter generally plays better after game 1, right?
Sure.
At the same time, you got to think like this is a really good set for Ray. I mean, he's already up a lot. That should be a dash attack, and yeah,
now you're like in the advantage.
You're in the zone, right? You're in the zone where you're going to be getting so much more damage off of every single hit, and this is what Waltz he needs the edge guards.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's kind of tough to get just because she has so many ways to like stall with that, whatever the fire
Honestly,
thing is.
I think it's not even just the stalling. It's that like because her up air, because her up B not only teleports the stage, which means that you can't like back her in the middle of it. It also has a hitbox when it gets to the stage. It means that you can't hover around there and back her like Mega Man usually does. You have to respect it, which must be a lot harder than other characters in terms of edge guarding.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, if a Mega Man's prepping a down air, for example, she could realistically hold down and go up and hit you before you can do it.
Yeah.
I think that's something valuable.
Of course, the neutral B reflector also doing wonders for Ray right now. Unlike something, for example, like a Game & Watch bucket, right? You can just hold that out and it will reflect them and probably hit the opponent. It's a very good move. It also has an active hitbox right next to it, so you can kind of do it when you're near people. And, I mean, this kind of looking like a 3-stock to me, because I don't know how Waltz gets this kill. Back throw will kill there. Never mind. Great DI from Ray.
Wow.
I am surprised. Yeah, off the top it would have. Buff Zelda. No, I'm kidding.
He's going to get a big punish here. No, nothing's happening. The neutral B reflector coming in clutch, and now you're in the same position you're in.
Yeah, now it's like, how do you get off ledge, right? Because you have a Phantom staring right at you, and then not only that, but you also have the fact that if you jump, you get an up air, and then all of a sudden you're like, every option kills me here. But getting off ledge, making combos against Ray is hard, by the way. The dude does not panic. The dude does not choose bad options. He will just play slow. He will always play his game, and which means it's so hard to get those like early stocks on him.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear to see that, right? He's been playing so consistent all game so far, like maintaining his game plan as well.
He will really randomly just like go for like roll-ins on ledge and die for them.
Yeah, you gotta go for that.
But yeah, he has to go for the backer. Doesn't get it off stage and in disadvantage again. Backer at 101. This is backer percent. This will kill. Also, if he jumps a forwarder, might take it too.
Yeah, this percent probably.
And just like I said earlier, like Waltz, yes, he was getting absolutely bodied in the earlier stock. It feels like he almost has like a commanding lead now. Like, yes, he's very far behind. He's probably gonna lose this game, but he should be pretty hopeful for game 2 because he's so far been winning this couple of stocks really well.
Yeah, I think that's really important, right? Like, yeah, you may have been getting smoked and you might lose a game, but now you're getting like data. Now you're getting like your momentum back.
And not even that, like sometimes it's actually better to lose game 1 as long as you are like destroying them in the end. Like if you are almost making a 3-stock comeback and you lose game 1, you're fine. You're chilling. You're like, fine. Yes, I lost the game, but I feel so fine about winning this set overall.
Because I think usually when you're behind, you kind of... Well, I guess that's not true. I was going to say a lie.
What's the lie? What was the lie?
I was going to say when you're behind, you kind of see how you want to play, but no, some players just kind of get...
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't. It's kind of a lie. Lying to the viewers,
but
bro. Not cool.
I think mostly at this point, like, Waltz has been kind of understanding his game plan.
Waltz gets it. I think it's less about him losing, more about him just having time to see. Because Waltz is the player that will, like, when he loses stock, he will analyze, why did I lose that stock? What did I do wrong in disadvantage? And how do I fix that? And as you're seeing here, Ray can't get a kill. I mean, he got the first 2 kills pretty early with, like, a forward air at 100, or actually, like, 80. And then I think the other one was a... What was the other one?
I don't remember.
I don't even know. Oh, it was up smash.
Dash back might kill?
Yeah.
It is.
So, Ray takes the stock, but honestly, I'd be scared if I was him.
Yeah, like, Waltz brought it back cleanly. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up winning that game, like, slowly but surely.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty terrifying at that point because you got to be thinking, like, yes, I took game 1, and historically, it's a very even set count between these two, but you also have to know that, like, you can see Waltz smiling. Waltz is doing fine. Yeah, Waltz is Waltz is smiling. He's feeling good about himself. Walter never falters, ever.
All right, getting into game 2. Interested to see what kind of counter picks there are, if there are any.
He likes PS2.
Sure.
I don't think. I mean, he counter picks against me and against kind of just me. Because like other like in Zoner versus Zoner matches, which is most of often, like for example against Z3, they almost always just go PS2 every game.
Sure.
Against Ray, they're just gonna go PS2 every game.
Yeah, I guess something that also makes sense.
Unless somebody won't let him go to PS2, like I'll ban PS2 against him. Unless you won't let him go to PS2, he's gonna go to PS2
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's a good stage.
But the thing
for
is, like, the one thing about what I said earlier about how, like, yes, you lost the game, but you were very confident about the next game. If you do get, like, a big combo that early percent like Ray, you can kind of almost, like, refresh your mental. Be like, yeah, he was kind of bodying me at the end of this game, but I feel fine now, and I'm destroying him again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
just
kind
how
of like
momentum works.
the mental. That's like the best mental you can probably try to have in this type of sets. Waiting for an option. Ray knew that he couldn't get anything unless he committed, so he just waited a little bit there.
And down tilt not taking it. So that thing like randomly combos and randomly doesn't combo. It's just kind of like a toss-up of whether it combos the percent or not. Was that first hit of Nair into forward air?
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either. I watched Ray play like a million times. That was insane. He's feeling himself.
All right, but we don't see that kind of a big lead as we saw in the first stock of the previous game.
It does feel closer, but at the same time, like, this is a big lead against the Mega Man, right? Mega Man takes a while to kill people. Although he can take early starts with edge guards, as I said earlier, Zelda doesn't really die to edge guards, right? Like, she died for her second stock, for example, at 137 last game. So, Ray's feeling fine. Down throw, borders line, take it
there or something.
Puts you into a frame trap, and you take the dash tag, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, he was figuring him out, but once again, he's so far behind now.
Missing Dare there. Probably just like waiting to see what he does out of shield because this plus on shield with Dare is. That was interesting. Oh, he didn't get it. A bear? Oh, just out of percent. Just out of those kill confirm percent windows that you see. And it's just going to be increasingly harder to kill Zelda here.
I think that what Waltz needs is he has to find a kill like, right now. Because if you don't stop the bleeding, if you keep taking more percent at this point, you're not going to win the set. So you have to, like, just like last game, like, yes, he was figuring it out, but he figured it out a little bit too late. If he figured it out maybe, I don't know, 50% earlier last game, he could have won, but once again, this game, he has to find the stock. There we go. Border taking off the top.
He needed that badly. Like I said, it wasn't that bad of a lead, but like you were saying, it just chips away, and as you're getting away from those kill percent windows as Mega Man, it's going to be harder to kill.
And I think that Ray's feeling fine. Once again, as I said before, Ray has a fine mental, and even though we talked a lot about like the actual like mentality of this game, at the same time, you have to keep in mind he's an entire stock up at this point, right? Like Ray's doing fine, and in terms of the actual gameplay, his game plan has been working very well. He's mainly just been keeping Waltz out by forcing him to do things like jumping over his phantom, and when he jumps over things like that upper or the nair, just like that,
always
forcing him into the air and then using aerials on him is working almost every time for Ray.
Oh. Yeah, I think if you're Waltz here, you got to understand he has a stock lead, but you almost came back from a lead that was more than this.
That does give you a little bit of like satisfaction that yes, I can win. It's kind of inspirational, but at the same time, Ray is one up air away from killing, one quarter, one back air, one up tilt, one like.
Oh, he got the read.
Raymond Rodriguez is laughing right now because he just died at 70 to some bullshit. But
oh, 70?
80, 70, 80, something like that.
Yeah.
It was about 80. But
That's crazy.
yeah, I mean, just like last game, like Ray struggled to kill, doesn't get the uppy, and this is kind of scary for him now.
Oh, he was kind of baiting.
He's doing some
bit.
panic options. I mean, yes, he's very ahead. Dash attack is looking good for him.
Oh, he let go of shield. Unfortunate.
Walter's smiling. He's all chill about it, but unfortunate for him to drop shield there when you don't mean to. It's scary because when you see that in the corner, right? What happens is that Zelda